Hello friends, this is Sharmi with the Amateur Gardener coming back with a video for my July garden tour. The garden has been getting a ton of rain over the past couple of weeks, so much so that it's really been hard to come out, and this will give you a view of how my garden looks. It's really overgrown after our tropical storm slash category 1 Hurricane Beryl. And so much so that the city hasn't still picked up all the broken branches and leaves. My gardener hasn't come, and so the grass is also very overgrown. Okay, so let me take you around and give you a look of the garden in all its overgrown state. I'm starting with the front now. Okay, this is my rising sun redbud. Looks very lush. I did come and trim the roses a week or so ago. This is how the front looks. Has a lot of leaves and I still have to clean it up. I did trim my Vitex tree. It's growing back pretty well. And then giving you a look around this side. Okay, this is how the front looks. The only thing is that it looks really green, but actually too much green. You can still see water seeping out in the front from the French rains. The grass is so overgrown, needs to be trimmed back. And this is my Texas Mountain Laurel. And let me take you around. We got a lot of rain even as recently as of last night. Okay, let me take you around through my other door. Oh God, the grass is so green. Okay, this is my Rangoon creeper. To put some soil at its bottom. It survived the transfer. I planted a Pride of Barbados, or some also call it the Bird of Paradise. Here, this is the orange one. I also planted a yellow one. Lots of figs growing. One that is ready to eat. There are 2 fig trees here. I can see more there. Oh wow, let me show you this. This is my beautyberry bush. This tree needs to be cut off. It broke in the hurricane, and we need to cut off this tree. A couple of trees that this is another of the Pride of Barbados. This is the yellow variety. There are some Rudbeckia that are flowering there. This one is I think it's one of the Barbados cherries. This is my okra patch. It's a raised bed with lots of okras in it. We have been harvesting from this area quite a bit. This is one of my clematis. This is the Viva Polonia clematis. These are new leaves and branches. They will be flowering next year. This year you can see these are the bracts. I keep them usually, but next year I'm expecting a lot of flush. Let me show you around my. This is one of my roses, I think. This is, I'll put the name up. These are all Proven Winners hibiscus. I think this is Valentine's Crush probably. That one is Pink Lilac Crush. There's another one in between that's not flowering today. These are my latest planted tomatoes. They're starting to flower. Oh, let me show you something. That's Joe Pye weed. That's flowering. It's a perennial. It comes back every year. Have some Gara here and there. This is, I think this is brown turkey fig. That's my sweet potato vine that's been growing crazy. That's some cherry tomatoes, also growing nuts. This is the Black Beauty eggplant. You can see the eggplant. And this one is one of my, this is my, what is it called? Cucumbers. Let me show you some. We can't keep up with how much cucumbers we are getting this year. The roses are coming up with just new growth. One thing, this is a bed with eggplants. Except for a couple, I think the rest of the eggplants were overwintered last year. So this is one thing I'll definitely be doing. You get a huge jump start when you overwinter veggies and you plant them next year. So I will be overwintering quite a few of my smaller ones, because this one has been such a prolific producer that it's hard to keep up. So I definitely will be doing it. Lessons learned. I have a greenhouse. It's a 6x10 greenhouse. I have enough space on the top rack to overwinter some plants. These are some peppers that were planted much late in the season. They're still small, so these are the ones that are perfect candidates for overwintering. My strawberry patch. Oh, let me show you this. These are all my David Austin roses. I will be cutting them back. They've been growing too much, and with so much rain, flowering does suffer. These are my Autumn Joy sedum. They are doing fantastic, and you can see last time when I showed you, they were just like leaves. Right now they are all budded up. Okay. This is one of my magnolias. This one is Bracken Brown Beauty. It has grown quite a bit. It was like 5 feet, a little, almost like my height last year. Right now I can see it's like about 8 feet, so it's grown quite a bit. This is a disaster that happened with one of my rose bushes. This is the what is it called, Peggy Martin rose. It's huge, but now the whole trellis has bent over from the storm, and I'm going to replace it with a new one. I got a wrought iron trellis this time, so this one it's sort of fixable, but I'm going to get rid of it and replace it with a new trellis. I have the trellis with me. It's from Achla Designs. I got it online from Home Depot. I have been liking their trellises. Of late I have been getting some of their trellises, so I will be cutting this plant down to maybe like 2-3 feet, and I'm sure it's going to grow back. So I'm waiting for my man to come, my gardener, and then we're going to do it together. Cut this down. And so I can text y'all online if y'all are interested in cuttings. Let me know. But this one will be seriously cut back. It's sort of fixable, but I'm going to get rid of it and replace it with a new trellis. I have the trellis with me. It's from Achla Designs. I got it online from Home Depot. I have been liking their trellises. Of late I have been getting some of their trellises, so I will be cutting this plant down to maybe like 2-3 feet, and I'm sure it's going to grow back. So I'm waiting for my man to come, my gardener, and then we're going to do it together. Cut this down. And so I can text y'all online if y'all are interested in cuttings. Let me know. But this one will be seriously cut back. With so much rain, veggies start to suffer. I'm still getting quite nice production of my peppers. This is the sunshine ligastrum hedge, needs to be trimmed back. This one I planted just this year. This one is the original hydrangea from Endless Summer. This bed has a lot of carrots, evergreen carrots. I love them. My onions suffered and are near dead because of the rain. I couldn't help. I can't find Mother Nature. Oh, this one is doing pretty well. It's already split. Oh God, I have a bean growing on it. I have to pull it out. This is an Edgeworthia. Hopefully, I'm hoping at least that I can get some cauliflower. The plants are doing really well in the fall. And we have been having an unseasonably, relatively, everything is relative, cooler summer than the previous years. Oh, this is my bitter gourd. I think there are like 4 or 5 in here. I forgot to count. But lots of fruit that we have been harvesting. This is my bean patch. That plant did suffer, but I did put some copper fungicide a month-ish ago, and they are coming back. And there are some baby bean plants also growing. This is another of my bitter gourds, but this one's self-seeded from last year. This is a different variety though. I'll let it grow. This is my ridge gourd. You can see the fruit. I'm going to pick some today, and then again we'll cook it next weekend. You can see it's hanging from everywhere. Cattle panels, guys, are some of the most inexpensive and I think most sturdy ways to build trellises. So this is on like 4 16-feet cattle panels. So if you can get someone to haul it over to your place, or you have like a huge truck and you can get it, that is one of the best ways to make a trellis. And then all I used was T-posts, as you can see here. These are like 6 feet or maybe 7 feet T-posts, and then you tie the cattle panels to those. Okay. This is my coral bark maple or sangokaku. That's doing awesome. I planted another hydrangea here that flowered already. And that's some Japanese forest grass. Let me show you this side, this bed. I have another Japanese maple here. It's a batwing Japanese maple, or what we call, I think it's Kamisaka Nishiku. I love Japanese maples, and I look for spots where I can plant them. This is another hydrangea. This one is an oak leaf hydrangea. I think it's Ellen Huff. Hasn't flowered this year. We'll see if it does, but the leaves look very, very healthy. Some roses here, I think 2 of them, Ray Ponton and Savannah. Let me give you, oh, I forgot to show you this bed. This is the bed just by my shed. Has a whole bunch of roses in here. Does have limelight hydrangea as well in the back. It's flowering. Okay. And those are my indeterminate tomato plants. I'm hopeful that over the fall I should get a lot of fruit. Oh, there's another light pink ginger here. Let me show you. There. Here's the flower. I had a huge clump of this, and then we built our pool and had our pool equipment installed in this portion, so it took a hit, but I think like a little part of it survived, and it's coming back. Okay. I'm going to get out of this gate and just take you to where we started from. Okay. This one is another clematis. I forgot the name. Maybe Happy Jack? We have to see. I'll look at the name. This one is a Ladybank's rose. It didn't flower this year. I'm hopeful it'll flower next year. I cut back all these what is it? Verbena or Superbena. It should come back. And then that's the Tokyo Tower Chinese French tree. This is my gardenia, variegated gardenia. Hasn't ever flowered for me, but really speaking, it was tiny, like I don't know. It's now about 3 feet tall, but hasn't ever flowered. Zero. But I don't need it to flower. It looks awesome. It's just a variegation. That's a Podocarpus, and that's my variegated hydrangea. We have a lot of elephant ears growing from here. Most of them from Proven Winners, some not. I keep adding like 1 or 2 to it every year. I love the color of the leaves here. It's beautiful. This is my big patch of salvia. This is dancing, playing the blues or something like that from Proven Winners. It comes back every year. I cut it to like 6 inches. This is another Japanese maple. Okay, that was the Seryu. And these are some Rose of Sharon. There's a Marken ginkgo. Again, another Rose of Sharon, and then flanked by 2 camellias. This is some roses that seriously need to be cut back, but they are still producing sporadic flowers. The Supertunia bubblegum underneath them, I cut them back seriously, but they all go back. This area needs, as you can see, needs to be cleaned. That is all for today. Okay, so now we'll be showing you like an aerial view of the place. You can also see the amount of damage that happened from the storm in my garden. And hopefully I can post another video update in a couple of weeks to show you what it looks after the cleanup. So hopefully you liked my video. If you did, do hit a like and do subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video.